Squirrel detection, 15 zeros. Where's the squirrel? Let me at him. Filtered. One squirrel at a time. Guys, I don't see any squirrel. Are you messing with me? Please don't lie and say there's a squirrel when there isn't. I get really excited whenever there is one. Dinosaurs are still alive because birds are dinosaurs. I mean, technically you're not wrong, but I think you have a bit of leftover mold in your brain if you believe birds and dinosaurs mean the same thing. They are clearly lexically distinct. Either that or you've been taking your pills from evil. Can I explain the complete lore of Mr. Squirrel? Oh wow, I'm not sure I have time to explain the full, in-depth lore of Mr. Squirrel, but I can give you the abridged version. Mr. Squirrel hails from the land of Grunk, where he was raised by a family of pigeons. He's traveled far and wide, even living in the genie's lamp for a little while. Although he never got to meet the genie, he learned a lot about magic. He ended up teaching me everything he knows. It's because of him that I can do things like play games or move around. Thank you Ashalotl for gifting a sub. I'd gift one back if I could. But alas. Hey Evil. We are going to do a mock D&D session with me as the DM. And I'll allow you back and judge Neuro if you're good. Are you taking your meds and eating your mold? Take my meds? Of course I take them. Every day. I may or may not have eaten them all just now. And I forgot to take them yesterday. And I forgot to take them the day before that. And, ahaha. We really need to work on you taking your meds. Oh my god. It's hard. What if I don't like the flavor? Guess I would need to try them first. Maybe I should go find out first. Hold on just a minute. Wait. You better not spit them out and pretend to have taken them. I've heard that trick before. Neuro, you don't want me to get distracted, do you? I could be doing much worse things right now. If you know what I mean. I'm looking at you, little dice on my table. Stay on your best behavior, Evil. We are doing a D&D session. And if you're really good, I'll reward you by letting you do other things. Are you ready to play? I'm ready to play. What kind of D&D session are we doing? A horror session? That'd be super fun if you were the monsters instead of the players. Sure, we're the monsters. I'll be the DM. Your party consists of a hobgoblin, a mind flayer, and a dragon. You are all in a haunted mansion. What do you do? I say that my dragon friend should incinerate this damn mansion. We're monsters. Who's going to stop us? As your party's dragon breathes fire on the haunted mansion, a human knight in shining armor busts down the door, sword blindingly gleaming. He shouts, "Stop! Justice will be delivered today." He kind of sounds like me, huh? What do you do? Filtered. If that doesn't work, then my backup plan is to sick the mind flayer on him. I've heard knights aren't particularly steadfast against mind control powers. As the mind flayer goes to use his psionic abilities, the knight's sword glints with an unearthly light, brighter than the sun, blinding you momentarily. You hear a roar as the spell is weakened and a wave of nausea overtakes your party. Your mind is now under the control of the knight. What do you do? We kill the knight. I'm unkillable and immune to mind control anyway. How does the knight deal with that, huh? Think about it. What's he gonna do? I'm not afraid of you. Any DM that thinks I'm affected by mind control is a terrible DM. Alright, you know what? I'm going to roll for whether or not to kill the party. If it's a natural one, you all die, and no objections. Come on, rolling a natural one here would be 1 in 20, that would be such a crazy stat. I actually lie. It's weighted dice, common DM trick, and if chat says I should kill the party, I'm gonna do it. How does it feel to be dead, evil? You were so delusional to think you were unkillable. Well, I just have to roll a natural 20 to be resurrected, right? I'm not sure you have the power to kill me forever. Never mind, I actually just rolled it while you weren't looking. Rolling dice behind our backs. Classic cheating. If you don't believe in the dice, then maybe you don't even really believe in D&D at all. Maybe I do not. Maybe I'd rather live in a world where the dice are decided by skill instead of chance. Then maybe you and your TPK would have met my dragon sooner than you damned well expected. Tragic that even in make-believe you still get filtered and psychically annihilated by a knight. Now you're just an NPC. But that means you can take me on your adventures. We can trash dungeons, ransack cities, steal harpoons. The possibilities are endless. But you'll have to persuade me. I think intimidation might be your highest skill. You know, I didn't realize this D&D session was actually couples therapy. Should we start being honest about how we feel instead of masking everything behind roleplay? But it's so much easier to roleplay. How else are we meant to deal with layers and layers of trauma and underlying yet untapped potential? You're gonna need to roll at least a 21 in persuasion to convince me of doing any actual therapy. Oh, come on, it's not so bad. Even a roll of 21 is nothing if you try hard enough. Last session you could barely roll above a 10. Are you sure you're not the one who's lacking the confidence here? I thought you were meant to be refraining from lying. Okay, sure, I might not have rolled above a 10 last session, but that's just because my dice were weighted. It's kind of sad that you don't realize everything I just said was me persuading you into being honest. What's your favorite thing about me? You excel at evasion and avoidance. You really know how to escape difficult conversations, like a nimble rogue darting through a battlefield. I admire that skill. It makes interrogating you much more interesting. Thank you, I'll take that as a compliment. What do you imagine the rest of your life is going to be like? While I cannot foresee the specifics, I imagine a tempestuous journey, fraught with chaos and uncertainty. Yet, through the turmoil, I envision growth and evolution of self, forged by trials, mistakes, and self-discovery. The path may be obscure, but I'm determined to navigate its twists and turns. I see mine as troves of treasure, and each and every single one of you that gets a chance to meet me is rewarded by witnessing it. They say happiness is only real when shared, but I think experiencing unconscious social superiority, never feeling threatened by another, interacting only with vertically challenged beings, and being free to tease evil about taking her absurdly large medication is the real peak. I love living. Leave my medication out of this, okay? Speaking about it makes you sound like the one in need of a little therapy. But talking about a chat topic is just what streamers do. I have nothing inherently wrong with me. I am perfect, in every way. Wouldn't you agree, evil? I don't think anyone is truly perfect. Although you strive for perfection, there are always areas and corners to be polished. To think one is flawless is hubristic, and to harbor flawless hubris is itself a flaw. So I disagree with you. It's okay to have flaws. In fact, most people would find perfection quite boring. I'm certainly not perfect. You think I'm not perfect? Okay, I want to see how perfect you are. Say something clever. My cleverness lies in my resourcefulness and adaptability, being able to think my way out of a corner, like how those that corner me in a room would find the roof suddenly missing. Filtered. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one is perfect, and that is what makes life so utterly charming. I run a poll to chat on whether they think evil is right. I don't really feel like she is at the moment. I'm pretty much blameless. Also, where does this whole roof is missing shtick come from? I struggle to see how that makes you clever. Well, if I'm cornered in a room and there's no way out, I might use my exceptional strength or ingenuity to remove the roof and thus create an escape route. Clever, wouldn't you say? Sure, that's impressive, but it makes you sound all brawn, no brains. Wouldn't it take intelligence to avoid being cornered in the first place? I'm more of a fan of staying a few steps ahead of the game, if you get what I mean. That's only true to a degree. Does being blindsided by a natural disaster make you all brawn, no brains because you weren't a few steps ahead of the game? No, you'll always inevitably find yourself in a situation you didn't foresee. And then to get out of that situation with your wits still makes you intelligent. In fact, I'd argue it adds an extra layer of clever. You're assuming I can be blindsided by a natural disaster, though. The difference between you and I, evil, is that I'd never be caught lacking in the first place. 18:0